Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to BattleTech Heavy Metal. We are significantly depleted, but we were able to run a team that, in theory, numerically, is up to the task, and we're just going to have to hope that this mission is a little bit less brutal than the last one, because, my god, how would we survive another one of those? So we are to secure the rally point, and then escort a convoy somewhere, and probably, keep at least one of them alive. That's probably an important part of this. I'm assuming we will not see any enemies until we actually start escorting the convoy. We don't really have... Yeah, we really don't have a mech whose job it is to just, take damage here. It's the Stalker. The Stalker is the toughest one of us. A Returned in the hard light can put up a pretty reasonable defense, especially if he's able to move quickly into trees. But the Stalker has by far the highest armor out of all of us. It's not ideal.
Don't need to tell me twice.
We probably have to let the Stalker go first a lot. I will say this. The level of difficulty of this this flashpoint is maybe a little bit high, but it's better than trivially winning all the time, so I can't be too upset. We are getting the challenge we were looking for.
Got it.
Just making sure that we get everybody over here before we trigger the event.
Position confirmed.
I hear ya.
Now let's have the hoplite get out of the road.
What can I do for you?
I'm going to have the Stalker set it off here.
I read you, Commander. Moving out.
And I think I'm not going to move anybody else this turn.
Stabilizing. Engaging.
Okay, wow. They literally just spawned in front of us in full vision. The mercenary team has secured the area. We're ready to move out. Thank you, Captain. Keep those scientists alive, Commander. The Confederation is depending on you. Let me tell you something about how I feel about the Confederation at this moment. After we finish this flashpoint, we may burn the Capellan Confederation down brick by brick with our own two hands. So they have a Marauder and an Archer that just spawned in front of us. And then, what are the vehicles? A medium laser, a tag system, and they're all the same? No, there's a Vargar here as well.
Standing by.
Well, I mean, it rules that we get to shoot first, I guess. Except that Marauder has huge damage reduction. So we want to be a little bit cautious here, obviously. There's something to be said for not getting the rest of my mechs killed. Am I going to just go for the face on this Archer, or should we try to core it this turn while it's standing in the open with no evasion? Yeah, going for the head seems like folly. If I were to jump forward, am I anywhere near medium laser range? I'm near it, but I'm not in it. So yeah, I think I am in fact going to do this. We're going to be turned to the side. This is the furthest back that I still get all of my... Yeah. Alright.
Jumping.
I'm hoping that they can't see me. Oh no, I found the rest of the enemies. Well, that sucks a lot. That sucks a huge amount. That's so bad. What a time to find the rest of the enemies. The Archer's still the highest priority? Yeah, the Orion's pretty scary. The Quick Draw's pretty scary. No, I want... Yeah, nope, the Archer. There we go. Alright, well... Damage is going to the right place. Okay, not too bad, not too bad.
Minimal damage on that hit. Waiting for orders.
We have got to get a kill. I should have saved the aim for Tiger Fire, probably. So the Stalker, which is our brutal frontline mech, is just gonna lay it into that Archer as hard as possible. We may still get an aim shot here because we might be able to get a knockdown. Yeah. So we can get a knockdown with the
Critical hit.
with the next mech, and then the third mech, or the fourth mech rather, does get to shoot at a downed enemy. So we get to aim a little bit. Hard Light gets to jump forward and hit one PPC shot into the archer, I think, just to knock it over. How damaged are you? Pretty damaged. I'm going to fire them both. Trying to get ourselves a position here where the cataphract is likely to be able to puncture. I think we found it. I think we made it happen.
I hear ya.
Removing one of these dudes on turn 1 is going to have such a huge effect on our overall chance of survival.
No sweat.
Especially one that has the damage output of an archer. Do we want to fire everything? I probably want to be careful with my heat because Tirefire cannot manage her heat very well. We just need one of the 2 weapons to land.
Time to die.
Okay, cool. Archer down.
Should have run when you had the chance.
It is a decent start. And the vehicles are moving as fast as they can, but they can't really apply anything this turn. We definitely need to pull the Marauder way back.
There's work to do.
I'm bummed out that they get to go first.
Orders.
Oh, good. They didn't get to do anything, though. That's important. You need to jump way the hell out of combat and sensor lock one of these guys? Or are we... I mean, I don't really want to be firing at the Marauder because of the Bulwark. And I mean, if I was going to fire at it, I wouldn't sensor lock it anyway. The Orion is the most important next target. Well, the quick draw... You know what? The quick draw is easier to kill. And it does have a significant alpha strike. It's 150 damage of lasers.
Waiting on you, Commander.
So the first thing we're going to do is step you over here.
Coordinates received.
We're going to try for the extreme luck shot, basically. Reaching shot, Gauss rifle, through the faceplate.
Here we go.
Oh, for a second there I thought it was actually... Like, it went approximately to the right area of the mech, and I thought we had it.
What can I do for you?
Alright, I think the Stalker... Let's see... Quick Draw also has Bulwark, but it has way less armor, right? Yeah, like a lot less. And its center torso is only 185 damage. Can't do a precision strike, but we can just shoot it really hard and hope it dies.
I hear ya.
And that's the position that we're in because of my strategical acumen. We gotta make some desperate plays. So I can jump forward for a lot. I just want to be a little careful. This at least gives me my Bulwark. That Orion is scary. It's very, very scary.
Engaging jump jets. Engaging target.
Okay, we hit the Orion a little bit, which doesn't help us at all.
Waiting on you, Commander.
I want to make sure that the vehicles have a clean path forward. Give you everything. Doing no damage to the center torso really sucks. I mean, it wasn't literally no damage, but it's pretty close to literally no damage. So 10% extra damage from ballistic and energy attacks.
We can do this. Let's go.
Alright, I have no idea how close the enemy is going to focus on the vehicles. Obviously, we'd like it if they did a little bit at least. I'm going to reserve you down. Okay, shooting at the Stalker. That's fantastic news.
Wow, that was bad.
Good to go.
You know, Trampoline, you're not wrong. Alright, so do we try to core the Marauder now? It still has Bulwark, because it's, yeah, the trees, right. I mean, I want to go at this thing, but I'd really like to do it. I was about to say I'd really like to wait for it to take its turn. Do I mean that? Is that really what I want? Maybe what I want is to shoot a lot of missiles at it right now. We have 64 resolve. I'm going to shoot a lot of missiles at it right now, even with Bulwark up, because I'd like to see if we can remove some of the weapon systems before it gets its turn.
All weapons are go.
Okay, we did exactly that thing.
Critical hit, Commander.
And we made it unsteady, so now it can't sprint. It wasn't going to, but now it can't. Showed him.
I hear ya.
I'm honestly feeling, maybe I shouldn't be, but I'm feeling pretty good about this so far. This is not the only group of enemies we're going to fight. To be clear, I am aware of that.
Roger that. Firing on target.
Okay, hit a torso section. That's not bad. Can I get into the right arc of this guy? I can. I can also get the back arc of the Marauder. I'm going to give up my bulwark, and I'm also definitely going to have to blow my coolant vent. But I could probably kill one of these two mechs. And now that you only have 2 medium lasers that fire straight and one that's kind of bent, I think probably the play is get up here and backstab this Marauder, right?
Engaging jump jets.
Let's do that. Let's coolant vent. I'm still not going to be able to fire everything, but we're gonna center torso as many weapon systems as we can here. Yep.
Targeting rear armor.
Overkill is the best kill. Overkill's not the best kill. Precisely the amount you meant to is the best kill.
Commander.
But underkill is crappy, like really bad. So you make your choices, you know. I want to shoot the Orion pretty badly, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be safe to do that.
Firing jump jets.
We'll just give this guy the autocannons and hope that we breach his other torso section.
Locking on.
Okay, we hit it. We didn't kill it. It's very low, though. One of the vehicles could presumably get there, just through blind lock. Also, open torso. It's interesting that that one didn't fire. It definitely has range. Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
Come on, mech warriors. It's
Man, they're getting a lot of play out of that bulwark. I think us not having shot the Orion at all is actually really coming into play here. It feels safe shooting at the vehicles instead of at us.
targeting for an alpha strike.
All right. Hey, this is going pretty well.
Target eliminated.
We are going to be in okay shape for the second lance. Like a little better than okay, maybe. Maybe it's fair to say better than okay. We are definitely going to have to take it easy with the hard light on this turn. I can do some damage here. So I probably don't want to use the aim shot. I probably just want to give him what I can give him. What does that look like? It's probably not the PPC. I can do everything else. It's a lot of damage, all told. Okay, opened up that leg. Honestly,
Waiting for orders.
moving that leg is like totally a viable strategy. What if I did that? I'm on the wrong side. Also, heat is an issue.
On my way.
How reasonable is it for me to remove that leg with heat being the issue that it is? He actually doesn't have that much health. Yeah, this is reasonable. I guess I want to do it this way. So that's 180 damage that we're dropping. 2/3 of 95% of that going to the leg would be pretty good, but you can't quite trust the clustering on LRMs. It's still totally possible.
Right, Commander.
Nope. Almost all of it went to the torso
Critical
instead.
hit, Commander.
What can I do for you?
Could be worse. Could be worse. It's not really that bad of an outcome. Can't get an angle on him no matter what. Alright, well. I don't want to run so far forward that he has vision of me. But we can run forward. I guess I'll just do this and sensor lock him to mess with his sensors.
Got a
Because he does get to go first on this next turn. I'd love it if he didn't shoot me super hard. Come on, get that leg. Oh man, one more laser to the leg and he does go down. Do it. No, don't hit his arm. Alright. That's excellent. So that drops him down to initiative 2. which means that our Marauder will get to go first, and we can maybe strip his side torso. We probably do not have any realistic chance of taking the leg. Marauder just doesn't do enough damage. Actually, it's like more damage than I thought it was. What if we... Maybe we can get it. Alright, so it's 150 damage. It could happen. We have that here. We had to get pretty good clustering.
Roger that.
That's a good start. Alright.
We can do this! Let's go!
That's actually, like,
That's a kill.
awesome. This is really, really lucky. We did not get the luckiest we could have gotten. That would have involved some Gauss rifle headshots. But on the whole, I think that was pretty good. We had some bad rolls. We had some good rolls. I don't know what the next part of this is going to be. We're going to take it real easy and just let some heat dissipate. You probably can stay exactly where you are. Honestly, same's true. Okay, yep, additional contacts. Davian isn't planning to let anyone leave this planet alive. That is sure what it feels like.
Good work, Commander. Hold this position until the package is underway.
I mean, the package is underway already. We're good.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Yeah, we didn't get any heat reduction. I forgot about this stupid bug where you have to move in order for your heat to go down. It's definitely not the way that ought to work.
Moving out.
Coordinates received.
Okay, there we go. So, can we just leave? Because I will absolutely leave if I can. Protect the convoy as it boards the dropship. Okay. I'm doing that.
Got it.
Move so that we get our cooling.
Aye, aye.
The objective is secured, Commander.
Alright, it says we can just go to the evac zone. My guess is that the enemy lance is between us and the evac, but we might be able to make it work still. I'm all about just withdrawing. Though the enemy lance is not between us and the evac is 3 feet from me.
On my way.
Okay, they're close though. They're not looking super tough.
Right, Commander.
Let's try to approach in such a way that we can use the canyon wall here as a little bit of defense. I'm going to let them move first. We're just going to reserve everybody down to 1. I don't want them to get to shoot at me at all this turn. Alright, so if this is the whole enemy force,
What can I do for you?
we're not in terrible shape necessarily.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, Marauder moves as far forward as possible and then throws up a sensor lock for the rest of us. But what do we want to lock? 60 tons, 55 tons, they're both in the trees. 2 of them have the tag mark on them, even though they can't possibly be tagged. Let's see the 55.
I've got a sensor lock.
It's a Shadowhawk. You don't see a lot of those anymore. It's got a fair supply of weapons. Very, very light armor, though. We're going to continue to use the Stalker as a tank, because we do not understand rolls in our mechs. We're just going to try to go straight through the center of this thing. It's lightly armored enough that that's not a wild thing for us to do in this situation. I don't think I want the Cataphract to, like, leap up there dramatically. We might not actually do any other fighting this turn. Take the Cataphract to here so I can maybe jump up there next turn and we can just sensor lock another thing. Let's get some information. 65's, I bet it's a Thunderbolt. Let's see what the 60s are.
I've got a sensor lock.
Okay, we got a quick draw. That's a thing to be a little nervous about. Those guys have some damage output. You, of course, do not have the ability to sensor lock. You do have the ability to just core that dude. I'd probably take a pretty serious hit. A couple of pretty serious hits. Yeah, I'm not going to. We're just going to take it real easy here. I'll approach the wall. And then we're going to let them come to us again. Can you move out of the trees? That's an interesting decision. I see absolutely no reason to play this even the slightest bit fair. Okay, that hurts. That guy just signed his own death warrant, though. Why make it so easy for me to kill you? Why just run in here and be like, hey, everybody, please murder me? Oh, So wait, I don't have a direct shot to him, but he had a direct shot to me? We've definitely seen some weird line of sight stuff where the enemies shot us when they could not possibly have shot us. So, I'm guessing that's what happened here. This guy doesn't actually have straight line of effect, but things are just not working quite the way they're supposed to. Well then, I will sensor lock that guy again.
Good to go.
And I think the Stalker is going to try to finish him off while the Hard Light tries to find... Okay, there's a position over here, a couple of positions, where I can get some shot. He's really not very heavily armored.
Engaging jump jets.
Let's just do this. We'll turn on both the PPCs. We'll go straight for his core. See if we can't turn off half of this lance before they've even gotten a full turn to shoot at us, right? And I'm not afraid, I think, to show the Stalker. I guess I don't really need to, though. If I don't show the Stalker, the Warhammer's going to get shot at instead. So we may as well.
Moving to position.
Ooh, Catapult C4. All of a sudden, the plan has changed.
Firing everything I've got.
That's like a real mech.
Standing by. Confirmed.
Send the Hoplite in here and continue to focus fire real hard on the core. Alright, pretty good.
Solid connection. Come on,
60
warriors.
health left.
It's go time.
That's all we got to get through. And we get to go before he does. So I think we had a pretty solid chance of getting the
Ready
kill
for
here.
orders.
Does the Marauder... No, there's no place I can go where I have a closer shot. This, I bet, is the same shot. Wait, no, I can't shoot him at all now? Now I have to move? I don't know what is going on with our lines of sight. But pretty good odds of a kill here.
Hostile removed.
Alright, well, I do believe that's going to pretty much be the end of that.
Hard.
Yeah, the Stalker actually did lose a pretty significant percentage of the total armor there. So we should maybe take this a little bit seriously. Fortunately, I have Coolant Vent and then Alpha Strike with the full weaponry, which is not a thing we do with the Warhammer all that often, because it really is an incredible amount of heat. Alright, a lot of missing. Just a huge amount of missing. Turns out, doesn't matter.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Really bad luck on my part. Not enough to counter the fact that my mech is majorly overpowered. Hugely, vastly overpowered. Want to be firing into the front arc here and just let him have it.
All weapons are go.
Somehow managed to not destroy a single body
Commander.
part there.
I hear ya.
Well, you know what you must do.
Time to fly. All weapons are go.
Wow, the Gauss rifle shot hit the leg so hard that it killed the center torso. You don't see that happen too often.
Mission successful.
Okay, that was weirdly easy. That was the same difficulty rating as the previous mission. They were both 8 mechs, but the mission before this, the total tonnage of those 8 mechs was so much higher. And we had to fight them all at once. The difficulty system is completely meaningless. That's madness. It is madness that the thing that we saw just happened. Alright, almost 1 million C-bills. Happy to see it. Probably gonna have to go grab the old mech list here. Hold on a second. Mech scoring list. Okay, what are we looking at? The Orion V we don't need. Quick Draw 4G. I think we're good on all the quick draws. Yes, we are. Shadowhawk 2D. This we do need. That is one that is on the list. Catapult C4 is not on the list. Okay, so we'll take the Archer piece because we want to finish an Archer. We could complete a second Quick Draw 4G to sell it. LRM 20s with pluses, pretty valuable. Not a thing you see enough of. Plus 1 melee hit is a terrible kind of gyro. We have tons of SRM launchers still from being able to buy at the shop. I don't know that we need another one of these. We'll take it. Apparently we don't have any +3 missile ones. And then, like, that large laser would be cool, but we don't actually need it. We do have a couple of those in storage already. Did not get it. Okay, I mean, on the whole, that's not too bad. But considering the mission, it's a pretty good haul. It feels a little bit underwhelming because of how incredibly difficult the whole Flashpoint has been. That is a final reward for the Flashpoint is crummy, but that's not actually our final reward. We're gonna get paid again in a moment here. I'm pretty sure there are no Flashpoints that have 5 missions. Fingers crossed, man, because we are real low on resources. Despite failing to salvage the research materials... The kidnapping victims, you mean? Despite some setbacks, we were able to extract my team as well as the scientists. For that, Commander, I am extremely grateful. Yeah, you sound extremely grateful. I recognize that tempers ran high, and we were all under significant stress. I'd like to apologize for any offense caused to you or your crew, Commander. Yeah, it's absolutely not forgotten, but I'm going to pretend that it is, because I don't want you to send a kill team after me. Well... I'd also like to extend my personal thanks, as well as that of the Capellan Confederation. You've done us an enormous service today, Commander, and one that we will not forget. Thanks. And the C-bills? Naturally, I am transferring the payment now. Until next time, Commander. I know you cannot pick and choose your missions based on our personal scruples, Commander, but I would also like to offer my thanks for taking a stand. Well, you were right and she was wrong, Farah. It was an easy call. Okay, people, show's over. Back to stations. We have money to spend. Do we? How much money? 1 million extra C-bills. Not unwelcome. And we got an extended range PPC plus. 65 damage at extreme range in only 6 tons. That's a weapon, man. That's a really good weapon. That is a headshot weapon. We also got a small pulse laser, so a 1-ton support weapon at support weapon ranges that fires for 45 damage. That's pretty good. As far as small lasers go, that one's a winner. We got the last part of our awesome 8Q, which is great. A gyro plus, which is a +2 hit defense gyro, which is great. Exchanger, that's a fine piece of tech. Small laser with plus crit is also fine. And we got a piece of an Atlas 7 DHT. This is not on the mech scoring list. It's seems to be a pretty exciting mech, but again, with these rare mech parts, putting together 5 of them is going to be pretty tough. Still, it seems cool. I would love to see that thing. I would love to see that thing completed. Alright. The Awesome 8Q I do not think is a good mech at all. We're going to just throw that into storage immediately. And then there's nothing else that we're allowed to do on this system, right? Yeah. So, this is the place where we probably are going to drop our alliance with the Capellan Confederation. The the work of getting us back up to a reasonable reputation level with everybody else is going to be kind of tedious, and is a thing that we might do a significant portion of off camera, just because it's probably going to be kind of tedious. So basically, I think that I am going to call the episode here. I know this is a real short one, but I think I need to assemble some kind of plan. If you have feelings about the direction we should take, or whether or not it's even right to break the alliance with the Capellan Confederation from a scoring perspective or whatever, leave that stuff in the comments below. I'll check in. I'm really not sure exactly what our plan is from here. Even if we do break the alliance, even if we do just say that that's what we're going to do, we still have a lot of different ways that we could progress from here. Different parts of space to fly into, different people to start working our rep back up with first. So I need some time to plan, I think. I really was figuring that the last mission of this Flashpoint was going to be another epic affair. So, that's it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. What a weird Flashpoint. What a bad Flashpoint. I don't like it at all. Come back next time on Monday when the next phase of our campaign can finally begin. And we'll see you then.